Thanks for choosing to start the day with us. Family Life Mornings.
With technology the way it is today, what's it going to be like 30 years from now?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
It's going to be. I saw a list of things that they said will soon, and soon is kind of a relative term, but things that won't be around in a while that we just kind of take for granted now. And there was a long, long list, and I'm certainly not going to go through all of them. Just a few of them that actually are starting to go by the wayside, little by little. Car keys, one thing. Car keys won't be around. They say anymore. Cash. They say there won't be cash. That's kind of interesting. You know, you probably use cash less and less and less because of
you look like PayPal the babysitter.
Right, exactly.
I mean,
now in classroom, again, these are going they're going by the wayside, but there will be no more classroom chalkboards.
Right.
That's that's going to be
A
gone.
lot of those are already gone.
But with and again, a long, long list of things that won't be around. You know what I couldn't find on there that'll still be here? Great news, Randy. Flip phones will still be around. You will still be in style years from now.
Wait. You're going a little too far with the whole in style thing, okay?
Okay, I exaggerated just a bit.
We know you have lots of choices. Thank you for picking Family Life Mornings.
Michael Frazier is a security expert who used to be a thief himself. So he knows how burglars think and what they look for before they hit a house. And now he says, of course, the obvious things are in play. If you want to help to keep your house burglar-proof, lock your windows, lock the doors. He said deadbolts are a must. But then he suggests something that you and I probably never think about, the calendar. Say, huh?
What? What?
Frazier says that thieves will look through a window to see if they can see a calendar hanging on the wall. Because if there is one there, it usually has on it when the family's going on vacation or when they're going to be away. And that's when they will come back to the house. And I read that and I thought, oh my word, we have a calendar that is in view through a window on our back porch. So I thought, whoa. He says, move that. Don't let them see that. And if they don't know dates, chances are they're going to go on to the next house.
No, what you just do, Randy, is you throw the thieves off the path. Like when you're going to be on vacation, instead of writing vacation in big red letters, write dentist. They'll just think that you're having the world's longest dental appointment ever. Right?
Strong, like a cup of dark coffee. Okay, guys, you can stop flexing your muscles now. This is Family Life Mornings.
33 weeks pregnant and not the first time around. So this woman is super pregnant, the kind of pregnant where she would tell you she has trouble bending over to put on pants in the morning, right? But Stephanie is also a mom, so she can't slow down. So this is not this past weekend, but last weekend, she and her family are swimming and they're at the beach and all of a sudden she sees this other mom like running toward the water full speed and she's like, what's going on? And then she sees him. That mom's son is in the water and he is drowning. Wow. And so Stephanie springs into action, 33 weeks pregnant, swam faster than she ever has. She gets to this boy. She helps him get out of the water. She helps save his life. So, yes, she is a mom. Yes, she is very pregnant. But, yes, she is also a former lifeguard. But what I love is that she gave this boy some advice. She said, you should become a lifeguard because you'll be better at rescuing people since you know what it's like to need rescuing. And I thought, wow, the next time you go through something really, really hard, when God shows you something amazing, remember, because you've needed rescuing, you're going to be so much better at rescuing someone else.
Celebrating God's goodness and having a little fun along the way. It's Steve, Terese, and Randy on Family Life, a friend you can turn to.
'Tis the season for bugs. I mean, it's hot and sticky out, so bugs seem to be everywhere. And I have a lot of shrubs and plants around our house and even inside our house. And it just bothers, I was going to say it bugs me, that my leaves are getting eaten up by all these little insects and bugs and what have you.
Sure.
And then I found this solution, and it seems to work. Take a number 2 pencil, of all things.
Wait a minute. All right, got it.
You're not poking them.
Okay, good.
But sharpen the pencil.
Okay.
The shavings from the pencil, that's cedar wood. It repels insects. So if you take the shavings from the pencil and sprinkle it around your shrubs and your plants, it'll keep the bugs away.
How about
So
that?
could you just use like cedar shavings?
Yeah, but a number 2 pencil sounded cooler.
You'll always wake up on the right side of the bed when you start your day with Steve, Terese, and Randy on Family Life. A friend you can turn to.
Husbands get flowers for their wives.
Hey, now. Yes, they
Wait.
do.
Yes.
Maybe
Yes.
not breaking news. It is one of the ways you can show love to your wife, right?
Sure.
That is not anything new.
Right.
But after more than 60 years of marriage, the Kurokos have taken this to a whole new level, okay? Because decades ago, Mrs. Kuroko lost her vision. So she didn't really get out as much as she used to. She started feeling sad because, well, she was lonely. That's when Mr. Kuroko got the idea to bring her flowers. But not just a bouquet. He started to plant flowers, like thousands of flowers all over their property, right? It took him 2 years, but the blooms, wait, she can't see them.
Right.
No, but there's so many flowers that she can smell them, and she loves it. But get this, they're so gorgeous that about 7,000 people a year come to visit their farm to see the flowers.
Wow.
So now Mrs. Kuroko is not lonely anymore.
about that?
Smiling all the time. Good hubby bringing those flowers.
Family Life Mornings.
Starting your day off with a smile.
You might not be able to get it off your face for the rest of the day.
Family Life.
So when we don't get enough of sleep, our bodies usually let us know that, and we'll kind of walk around in a fog. And that's why one man was concerned about not sleeping well at night. He often found himself struggling to breathe. And he thought, man, what is going on? So he set up a camera to record him sleeping to see if he could find out what the issue was. And, well, what he found out the next day kind of shocked him. Turns out that his cat had been coming into his room and jumping up right on his face when he was out like a light, and the cat just sat on his face.
Yeah, that'll stop.
Yeah. So it turns out he wasn't suffering from sleep apnea.
No?
He was suffering from sleep catnea.
Yeah, that old thing. That happens so often.
They're here to wake you up, pick you up, and lift you up. Steve, Terese, and Randy on Family Life. A friend you can turn to.
So you're taking a picture with your smartphone. Randy, you just pretend, play along.
They do have like those Fisher Price for my first smartphones,
Yeah,
right?
there you go. But you're ready to take the picture, and then it's not quite the one, so you zoom, right? You zoom in a
Right.
little bit closer. Wouldn't that be awesome if your own eyes could do that? Well, there's research going on in a study that's working on that for contact lenses, that if you just blink a couple of times, you can actually zoom in. They're still working on it, just research. And wouldn't it be great, though, if they had like you could have the same memory as your smartphone? That would be good. Or back to the picture thing, maybe you blink 3 times and everybody looks like a cat. Like a cat filter on it. That would make those
I
long
like
meetings
this.
a lot more exciting.
While you're packing your lunch, they're packing your mornings with a whole lot of fun. It's Steve, Terese, and Randy on Family Life. A friend you can turn to.
Parents of a young child, an infant. Had this conversation before. I think you want to check. Do you want to check to see if they need changing?
It doesn't need
How
to
about
be
you
changed,
check?
right?
How about you check?
Right.
No, you check. Well,
And then sometimes, like when they're
Check.
really small and you think that the diaper's wet,
Right.
and then you change it and you're like, I just wasted a diaper.
Right,
Like, it's
exactly.
not.
So
right.
how do you? Well, they've come up with a way in this high tech world.
Oh, yeah?
that you don't
Whoa.
even have to check. There's an app for that.
Oh,
Yes.
Like it's like a
Are you
Bluetooth to your
kidding
phone.
me?
That's
It
like,
does everything. I mean, it helps. It does well. It doesn't do everything. It
doesn't change the diaper,
No, I
does
wish
it?
it would. That'd be great. But it does things like monitor their sleep patterns. But it also will let you know on your app whether the diaper needs changing. That's fabulous.
That's cool. So high
just-
tech.
We just need a name for it. It'd be great. I mean, I don't know.
You mean for an intelligent diaper?
Right? Yeah. I mean, it'd be cool if I had something that was catchy.
Like Smarty Pants? Look at your little Smarty Pants. They're so cute.
Family Life Mornings, a place where everybody knows your name. Who are we kidding? It's so early we don't even know our names. This is Family Life.
I think most of us at one point or another have had a broken taillight on our vehicles. And before we get it fixed, perhaps we've tried a few different ways to get around that, like maybe some red cellophane covering it or red tape or red plastic, something like that. Well, police in Colorado were impressed and not impressed with this one man's ingenuity. His taillight was broken, and he actually was driving to the garage to get it fixed. So they did not give him a ticket, but they did say, no, this is not going to work. You just can't do it this way. He put a red sports drink bottle in where the light was and kind of wrapped it in there so it wouldn't fall out. So it was red when the brake light came on.
Oh, how about that? Well, did they have them to test the brakes? Did it work? I mean, the blinker or anything?
Well, yep.
Blinker?
No. Yep. No. Yep.
A fun way to start the day and nothing to embarrass you in front of the kids. Family Life Mornings.
You can take hair from your hairbrush and bury it, and it helps your plants grow. I need to borrow someone else's hairbrush because mine doesn't have as much hair in it as it used to. However, there is something that I use that can help my plants. On Saturday and Sunday, every Saturday and Sunday, I make my pot of coffee. Right? And then, inevitably, I make a little bit more than I need. And then at the end, when it's all done, then I just pour it down the drain. That's what I normally do. Right. I've now know that you can take for some of your plants, not all of them, but some that need a little more acidic soil. Things like blueberries or azaleas or rhododendrons, they can use some of that coffee. You take the leftover and pour it right around your plant. And for some plants, that's good. Now, for other, you can kind of keep an eye on them, though, because sometimes if the leaves start to turn yellow a little bit, it's like,
that's bad.
That's bad. That's a little bit too much. Maybe you need to add a little more water to the pot of coffee, and then you can pour. But what's too much coffee for a plant? Well, if you're looking at your plant, and the plant starts winking at you and smiling, either that means the plant, or maybe that means you've had too much coffee.
Thanks for making us a part of your day. We're a friend you can turn to. Family Life.
You want to make your vacation even more special. Have those memories in your mind for a lot longer if you engage all your senses. I mean, think about it. You go to the ocean, you see the ocean, you're like, ooh, it's so beautiful. But take a moment to really hear the ocean. Smell the ocean. When you get in the water, you can feel it. You even get a little taste of it. But if you actually think about things with all your senses, you'll be more apt to remember them and appreciate them later on. So maybe even just point out to your kids the next time you go someplace, oh, what do we think about the way this place, sounds, or how does that feel to you? And I think, I'd like to embrace more of my everyday life, and so I see you too.
Right, exactly.
And I hear your voices, and then I think we should stop at smell. Let's just stop here.
Always here first thing, and no funky morning breath. Family Life Mornings.
There used to be a day. You have to talk in a voice like that if you're going to go way back.
You've aged, Stephen.
Back
was a day you'd start in one vocation and you'd stick with it through your entire career.
Oh, yeah.
The good old days.
Yeah, that's their days. But nowadays, a lot of people change professions as they go. Sarah was one of those, but she's always been very creative. She started out as a landscape architect. And then she moved into being a sculptor a little bit later. And now she has tried something new. She now writes poetry. And, by the way, she took up poetry when she was in her 90s. Now, at age 101, she has published her first book of poetry at the age of 101. If I was age 101 and did poetry, my poems would go something like this. Roses are red. I need to take a break. I'm tired.
While you make the bed, we make your day a little brighter. Family Life Mornings.
This lady in South Carolina was expecting something pretty important. So when she got that message, she raced home and the box was gone. It wasn't at the neighbor's house, or anything like that. It was just gone. They think maybe some porch pirates took it. These people who come by and just steal boxes, right? So imagine this person speeding away with that package. They get a few blocks away, and they tear open the tape and they open the box on the passenger seat of their car and they find 9 live tarantulas.
Oh, boy.
I know, right? It's kind of like its own punishment. By the way, the punishment for stealing a package, I don't know if you knew this, is 5 years in prison. And in this case, a lifetime of heebie-jeebies.
Well, you could start your day without Steve, Terese, and Randy, but why would you want to? We're Family Life, a friend you can turn to.